The staff told me about puppies that are in really bad shape. Maybe neurological issues. Is it this one? Nope. Not that one. Oh, more puppies. Oh, it's... Nope. Oh, no. They're all fine. This isn't the puppy ward either. It's a medical ward. Oh, yeah. There's a senior dog. So we're looking for...
Oh, hi. Oh, my. Can you see it? Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
Also, let me just jump in here real quick and say that these puppies are actually so bad, I have to walk out of the shelter with them and get them to the vet immediately. But stick with me, because I think you're going to love what we end up finding out with the veterinarian about their rare condition.
It's always hard when you see a situation like this. Wait, are you also scared? Oh, no. They're like crawling away. Can you not walk? Oh, my. Hi. What is it? No. Oh, no. This is wild. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like this. Not firsthand. And I can't tell if... I don't think their legs are broken. Like at first I thought maybe they were hit by a car or... Yeah, it's like they can walk, but they can't actually walk. So... Your first instinct in a situation like this is you want to pick the dogs up and you just want to hold them and cuddle them and go, oh my goodness, what cute puppies. But there are two challenges to that right now. One, I don't know if they're injured. I don't want to hurt them. And two, they're not like a normal puppy where they're really happy and they just want to come up to you. So they could be in pain. You know, the shelter will put them through health check and put them on pain meds, but they need medical attention right away. I mean, most shelters can't handle this sort of situation just because of the cost medically that goes into this. Is that me? I don't know. I don't know if that's at me. What? Can you see? There's nothing out there. Okay, yeah, they can see. Can you hear? Yeah. All right. So eyesight and hearing's okay. Sometimes what happens in these situations is there's swimmers, there's there's a lot of nutritional challenges that can lead to this. This seems a little bit more extreme than that. Hi, you know what? Before I do that, let's start with a treat. Who knows if they've ever even had a treat? Have you ever had one of these? It's a treat. Hey, well, I was going to put it down, but you might need some help. Oh, that's the cutest treat taker I've ever seen. Hi, are you the tough one? Come here. Are you? Oh, okay. Here. Okay. All right. That's good. All right. I thought, they are definitely more withdrawn than I've seen puppies before. Hold on. But, there you go. But the good thing is they like treats, so that's good. I think we're going to be friends. And we're going to get the story here. The shelter's got the story. I didn't get the full story coming in here. The team just stopped me and said, you got to go see these dogs. Okay, let me show you what I'm seeing here, because this is something that is well beyond my level of expertise. And I'm always learning and sitting with dogs, but first from here, look how cute. But then there's poo. And so that means just in general, like they may not be able to control their potty. So they might be incontinent. And then two, it's like this one, both their legs don't work. Same here. See that? Like, so maybe it's a hip thing. When I see dogs like this, I don't know. We're going to need to get their story and find out if anyone knows what's wrong with him. I know Alexis is out there right now working on it. Hey, can you peek your head in here? Can you hear me? Have you heard the story on these two?
Yeah, we're looking up some information right now.
It's pretty bad though, huh? Their medical condition. We don't know their medical condition, do we?
Yeah, we're really really trying to dig into this one here and see what's going on.
Okay. Did they go through health check already?
Yes, they did.
Okay. Okay, that's good, because if they went through health check, then health check makes sure that there's not an immense amount of pain, or they get them on pain meds. Hi, can I pet you? Oh, man, you got those whale eyes. A lot of times with a puppy, like, whale eyes really help define if that puppy's comfortable or not, because you can't always see in all their body language, and you think, oh, they're so cute, But you want to respect, even if it's a puppy, you want to respect their comfort level. And I went to go pet I don't know what we call the bigger one right here, and they were very uncomfortable with that. So they likely haven't had the normal love and affection that a puppy will have. I'll try again in little increments. I mean, pretty eyes. They're really pretty puppies. Look at that. It's hard to see initially, because your eyes kind of go back to, oh, something's wrong, and they can't walk around. Like normally they're army crawling right now, not because they're being cute, but it's because they can't walk. Oh, and they probably don't have names either. We're going to need names. I mean, maybe they were in an accident. Their front paws, if you see this one right here, front paws are also like this. So that's why I don't think it's like an accident. I think it's sibling rivalry. It's a from birth thing or spinal issues. They're adorable, though. That's no doubt. Are you guys waiting for treats? Sometimes I just have to take a minute in these situations, because when you see puppies in this state, your heart just sinks. Like to be so young and to have to go through this already, and guard your heart. Like, we don't know in these situations, we don't know if they're going to make it. Signs like this usually point to there's a lot wrong, right? There could be heart conditions, internal conditions, and so just know that, like, when you're watching Sitting with Dogs, it's the real deal. It's in real time. It's at the shelter, and we lose dogs sometimes, and I'm sorry, but stick with me too, because we also win a lot. Where are you guys going? Do you think the treats are over here? Here, I don't want. Oh, is your bed over here? Is that what's going on? Am I sitting in front of your bed? Yeah, I think I am. That's what's going on. I'm like, what are they doing? But I'm sitting in front of their bed. Here, on treats. I need to keep the treat station going. Here, there's plenty for both. There's plenty for both. Okay, I don't want to touch them until we get their story. So I'm going to have Alexis come in here and give us their story. And then, depending on what the situation is, we'll pick them up. We'll start to figure out a plan. I just want to be very clear. Shelters don't usually have the resources to help dogs like this. Not just this shelter, most shelters, right? Because the cost is insurmountable. Easily, for each one of these dogs, you could get into $30,000, $40,000 each to get them back on track. Maybe less. Maybe it's a nutritional thing, but it wouldn't be less than $10,000 for each dog. Immediately, I know the cost that's already been associated with these two, just the shelter caring for them, whether they've been here for a day or 2 weeks. I'm going to put the donation button on, so if you see this and you do want to help, even if it's $1, it goes to help the animals. So I'll put the donation button on there. Would love if you could donate, but let's jump into their story. Hey, Alexis, do you have enough where you can, because I'm really wanting to pick them up, but I just want to know a little more first. Do you have enough you can tell their story?
Yeah, 1 second.
Here, come on in.
So they have been here for a few days now.
Okay.
They have already gone through health check, as I mentioned earlier, but because they don't have a veterinarian on staff, they're just unfortunately not able to know just yet what's going on with them. But they don't appear to be in, pain or anything like that. So
that's good.
Sure, that wasn't the case first. Otherwise, they would be on medication or something for the pain, but it doesn't look like that. So they can only guess right now.
So we'd probably not. From what they can tell, broken bones or car accident or something like that.
No, they're saying it's possibly just deformed joints, maybe even swimmer syndrome or short spine. Like, we're not sure yet, so they need to get to a vet.
It could be short spine syndrome. Short spine syndrome is basically what it sounds like. The spine is short. Causes from that are typically nutrition. Just again, I'm no vet. Can be inbreeding, just luck of the draw. I'll have to look up exactly what causes short spine syndrome. But yeah, I could see that, especially because Okay, so if they're not in pain, I'm gonna hold these two nuggets. They are, I mean, the one thing they are, like I know sometimes I say, oh, they're broken. They are, obviously they're not broken, they're perfect. But the one thing they are is adorable. Like, isn't it weird how like, like this one right here, look, looks like a cartoon character. I mean, their heads are bigger than their entire body. Not that I'd ever want a dog to be like this. Hi. Okay. I just did the scoop right there. Hi. Hey, listen. I know you're a little nervous, but listen. Remember, I've got the treats. And your sibling, are they both girls, I think?
Yes, they are both female. And we do know that they are about 3 months old each.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah. They're very young, only like 12 weeks or so.
But they're going to be big dogs, I think.
I think so too.
What kind of breed do you think they are?
I think that they're probably mixed with husky.
They've got some, with those eyes, certainly some husky in them. But it's like, it could be like husky and cartoon character, maybe? Like, I mean.
We do kind of know a little bit about where they came from.
Okay, all right. I got to prepare my heart for this one because sometimes when this happens and the dogs come in, it can be kind of one of two things. Or I'm stipulating. I'm gonna have you tell me the story here, but I just want to share my thought process and like what we go through when we're trying to figure out dogs. And not that any of it matters. The starting point is now, right? And can we help them? But it does help kind of stitch the story together, because you could have dogs that they just came out this way and it's no fault of the owners and they're not set up to help a dog like this. The other thing could be that they were not taken care of from the get-go, not fed right, not given the proper nutrition, neglected. The way that their behavior is tells me that it could be something like that. It's another sign that's pointing to that, like how they were so scared when I first came in here versus typical puppies that would run up and want to hug and love you. So it could be that, and that's what caused this. I don't know. But you have more info. What do we know?
It's a little tough to fully grasp everything right now, but the gist of it is there was a person that was missing their own dog.
Okay.
And animal control went out and took care of the case and I guess got the dog back to the owner. But when the dog was returned to the owner, basically there was a switch off or a trade off where dog was returned back to the owner.
Okay.
The owner then said, hey, by the way, actually, I have 2 puppies that my gardener left behind.
What?
Yeah, it's a little bit of a weird situation, but yeah, basically got their own dog back and then in return gave
and handed
the
these
animal
2
control
off.
officer these 2. That was apparently from their gardener.
Okay. And then we don't know much about that.
Yeah, we don't fully know their, where had they been the last, few months.
Careful.
If the gardener really did own these 2 and then, was like, I can't take care of them or just left them behind. We're not entirely sure.
Or that could be the case for sure. Could just be, it could go back to that point where I said like, here, man, you're a brave one. Just overwhelmed, right? And, but also could be in this situation, what happens is whether you're a gardener or, someone in a big old house, this is often backyard breeding.
I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest, because especially with, huskies or like pretty looking dog breeds, I mean, unfortunately, they do tend to get bred. And this could be a result of like a genetic deformity from just.
Yeah. And when people are doing it for profit, they don't care about proper nutrition. They don't care if there are warning signs and they take the dog to the vet because that would cost money and that would eat into the profit. Yeah, I mean, just alarm bells going off in all cases. Hey, could you see if we could talk with animal control and then we'll play that here a little bit later if we're able to get them to tell us what happened on the call?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be, okay, great. That would be great. But I throw it out to you. Like, do you think that this is something where this just happened and someone couldn't rightfully take care of these dogs? Or do you think this is backyard breeding and someone knew what they were doing, trying to maximize profit, and now these poor little souls are the ones suffering? obviously didn't have microchips.
No microchips, no information regarding a solid previous owner.
Now, in this situation, too, I know a lot of you, I get frustrated too, go, okay, why didn't animal control go over there, find out who this gardener is, and go investigate him upside the head and go, what are you doing? Or say, okay, yeah, this gardener was just in over their head. And yeah, definitely. But a lot of it comes down to time and resources and how many donations and funds the shelter has for animal control to be able to do that. And so, like in a situation like this, animal control may go, okay, no, the person won't give us the gardener's information outside of arresting and bringing this person to jail to get the gardener's information. We're not getting it. Or they might have talked to the gardener and assessed that, yeah, that was the case, but they can't spend all day putting all these notes in because they've got the animals safe, which is the top priority, and in a position where now they have the opportunity to potentially get helped. These two playing with each other is adorable. Well, what I love about that is even in your hardest moments, like that's what's so great about family and friends. Like when you have a sibling that like just even when times are tough, they can still play around and have a good time. Like no matter how hard it is, they can barely walk and they're still goofing around with each other. It says so much about the personality of these two. Okay, so we don't have a microchip. We're guessing at the age, but that probably seems about right. Oh, what about names? We don't know they don't have names.
Yeah, we don't have any names for them yet.
I think one of the most surprising things to me was when I started working at rescues and shelters or volunteering, how many dogs don't have names. They've likely never had names. In my life, my name has been such an important aspect of who I am. And I believe has been one of the major contributors to me wanting to give back. The honor that I have and the name that I received, the Hawaiian name that I received, in its definition is for me to serve others and help others. And so, like when you don't think about it, like if you didn't know what to call your son or your daughter or your mom or your best friend, and they didn't have a name and they didn't have an identity, you're almost robbed of that love. So I don't think I want to give them names right now. I think I want to take time and really figure out what we should name these two. Okay, that's one option. Another one is, do we come up with names? Do you have any good idea? No, you know what? I think we should all take some time and think about it. I want Kelly to have an opportunity to think about this, especially if they don't make it. Like I want them leaving this world having names, like knowing who they are, knowing that they're loved.
Well, the next steps are that, the shelter is really needing to get them over to a vet. It's just vets are so, they're overwhelmed.
So my dog Kobe has recently been going through a hard time. He's doing great, by the way, but it's been challenging because he's having knee problems, like not unexpected in a 5-year-old Cane Corso. That happens sometimes. But the problem with him is he was never supposed to live this long. Only half of his heart works. He's got all kinds of issues, so he can't go under anesthesia to have a surgery because he wouldn't come out of it. His heart wouldn't be strong enough. And so we've worked with these experts. They've been building a knee brace for him, so that's going to be great. We're getting him on meds and really helping through that pain management, and he's doing great. And he's got therapy once a week. He goes into the hydro water therapy. It's really cute. He's so brave. He's doing so good because remember, he can't see any of this. So like all of this, here going into that tub and going on these kind of giant like medicine balls to work on his stability, it's all new for him. Oh my goodness, these two, you two. Anyway, why don't I call Kelly? Oh wait, they need some positive affirmations. And then let's jump into trying to figure out an action plan. And just stick with me. Sometimes this doesn't work out, guys, and just forgive me if it doesn't. But I just don't think, like, we have to try. We have to try. Because, like, sometimes people get really mad and they'll send hate emails. And, like, if each one of these dogs cost a tremendous amount of money to get back on track, the thought is, like, that it's selfish. Because how many dogs could that have helped? Like if the average dog coming into a shelter is, has some medical care or some medical needs and costs maybe $500 on average. If each one of these guys cost, tens of thousands of dollars, are you robbing those other pets from the opportunity to be helped? And that's how a lot of shelters and rescues have to look at things. I like to look at it a little differently. And that's that now, right now, in this moment, the only thing that matters are these two. At any cost, at any amount of work, at any struggle, at any risk of loss, they're worth it. Because at the end of the day, I think that's all, like, hopefully you've had that in your life, or that someday you will, or that you can be a part of this so that we're that for them. Because you deserve that. They deserve that. Someone to believe in them and fight for them at any cost, no matter what. Okay, let's give them some positive affirmations, and then let's start the good fight. You two gals are good dogs. You're a good girl. You're a good girl, and you're a good girl. The difference in petting now versus earlier. I am sorry that this is the only life you've known so far. And I want you to know that we're going to help you change that. We're going to do everything in our power, okay? Whether we're together for weeks or for a long time. We're going to figure this out together, okay? Because you're good dogs. Yeah, you're good girls. You're good puppies. Yeah, you're good puppies. We're going to help you feel better, okay? Yeah. You were born good puppies, and you're going to be good puppies the rest of your life, okay? You're good doggies. Yeah, you're a good girl. You're a good girl. Oh, my goodness. I love it when they feel it. Like, when they can feel it, it makes me so happy. Hi. They are like soft plushies too. Oh, you ready to rock now? You ready to rock? We're buddies now. We can play. Okay. All right. You've already got some bad behaviors. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Oh, you gonna get me? You're gonna stand up and get me? Okay, come here. I haven't had a chance to pick you up. Okay. There you go. Let's give you here. I can tell. What's interesting about this one is, I don't know if it's bloated, but I think it's not. I think it's a short spine syndrome, how big this belly is. Now, that's a normal puppy belly. I guess maybe a better way to see it. Here, come here. Okay, all right, I forget you're the one I got to build trust with a little bit more. I feel like this one, maybe they're older slightly, but I feel like this is the leader sibling. Because, like, if this one's okay, this one's okay. She's the one that growls and barks and, like, goes into protector mode. Yeah, isn't that funny? She's the lead sibling for sure. But they're little frog legs, like they're little bunny rabbit legs. Okay, why don't we start? I'll call Kelly and see if she can get us into the specialist. Hey, Siri, call Kelly Kanaka.
Hey.
Hey, I am with two of the most adorable puppies outside of Kobe, Flip, Zoe, Snoop, and Bean that you've ever seen in your life.
Okay.
But they have some challenges.
Okay.
I think they're born with it. I think it's neurological. I would say maybe nutrient deficiency, but I'm obviously no vet. But we have to get them help and help fast if they're even going to make it, because I just worry about what's going on internally.
Okay.
And I'm wondering if we can get them into Kobe's specialist. If you could call them and just see if we can get an appointment, but it would have to be like an emergency. They've got to see us. We can drive down there today or tomorrow right away.
Okay.
Can you give them a ring? And because I know you were just there with Kobe yesterday, so can you see if they can pull in a favor for us?
Yeah, let me give them a call and see if Alexis can send me any information she has. That'll be helpful because I'm sure they're going to want more information than that.
Yeah. Okay, I will do that, and then and call me back.
All right, I'll call you as soon as I know.
Okay, bye.
Oh, good cut in here. We got to talk with Sergeant Ponder, so let's see what he has to say.
So I'd gotten called out for a confined stray. When I got to the house, the reporting party said that this has been an ongoing issue with the neighbor behind. When she was talking to me about it, the owner of the dog had shown up and stated that this was her dog. Confirmed it with her that she had proof that it was her dog.
Okay, so I guess there's another dog involved from what I'm picking up here. This isn't the actual puppies. It was another dog. Sounds like a lot of dogs that are needing help here.
And then, so she got her dog back. She then stated to me that her gardener had left two puppies in a tote in front of her house, and she would like us to come pick them up. So I followed her to her house. When I got there, she said that the dogs appear to be deformed. When I tried to scan the dogs didn't have any microchips. I asked her if they were her dogs. She said no, that her gardener had left them there a week prior. When I started reading on the history of this person that had the dog that was running at large and that called us about the puppies. She had a history of adopting dogs from another organization. And then after a few months of ownership, called us to come pick up those dogs. We had picked up the dog previously and found a microchip linked back to her. And when I picked up the puppies, she wanted me to take the dog that was confined that I originally got called about. And I said, no, you'd have to pay your owner turn-in fee. She didn't want to pay that. And I said, where'd you get the dog from? She told me the organization that she got it from. And I said, no, they would have to go back to that location as it was not in our jurisdiction. And then she stated she was going to be moving. And I informed her that if she called us about confined strays, we were going to assume that there are her dogs and she's going to have to pay her fees to turn the dogs over to us. And I recommended to not adopt dogs if she cannot keep them.
I'm going to fill in between the lines. Sergeant Ponders being very formal, which he should be as an animal control officer. And he's also employing empathy. But in some situations, I'm not saying this is this individual. Sometimes what'll happen is people get hooked to the dogs that are so needy, that need help. And they'll take those dogs from a rescue or a shelter going, I am the perfect candidate. On paper, they look great. In person, they look great. They're there to help. And then they just get rid of those dogs or discard those dogs, or they can't handle those dogs, but they're a repeat offender. They keep doing this. They keep pulling from these organizations, and they won't do it from the same organization. They'll do it all the way across the country. Sometimes they'll move state to state, and they just keep doing this. And so no one organization knows about this. There's not a national database about this. So whatever's going on here is bad.
I've got some name ideas, but I don't want to say anything just yet because, Kelly's calling back. Okay, good news.
Okay, no, I don't have good news. The vet is sick, and so unfortunately, they're not going to be able to squeeze us in.
Okay.
Is there somewhere else we could take it?
I mean, outside of just urgent care, I don't know any specialist because, I don't know. Okay, let me.
I mean, that might be better than nothing if they're not bad.
Yeah. Okay, let me see if the shelter. We should ask the shelter if they have anyone close by, because the shorter distance we can take them in case they're in a lot of pain too is just going to be better.
Yeah, I know they have been trying obviously since they got here, but they had to do the wait period and all that. So now we should be good to go. We'll see if somebody can take them.
Okay. Kelly, I'm going to go talk to the shelter and see if they have someone in mind that's just really local so that it's just a shorter transit.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye. So, I think, oh my God, they're so cute. I want them both. I want you both. You're so cute. Hey Siri, call Kelly Kanaka.
Hello?
Hey, me again.
Hi.
I'm pretty upset that, you weren't able to pull strings and it's kind of your fault. And you saw the pictures of the puppies, right?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I've seen them. They're cute.
Cute. Like, on a level of 1 to 10, what do you think?
I mean, yeah, they're super cute. They're adorable.
Okay, so I'm just saying.
What are you trying to get at?
Well, I'm just saying, like, you weren't able to secure that appointment. They're adorable puppies. They're depending on you. And I'm just thinking, like, one way that we could make it better is if they just got it, if they were just able to come to the farm for a little bit.
Okay.
I know we're full, but, like, I just feel like we've never taken on a case like this specialized, but I just feel like they would be such good Flips Farm dogs, right? Don't you think? I know you're not here in person seeing them, and you'd have to trust me a lot on this one.
It would be an easier guess if we definitively knew what was wrong with them, but I think if anybody were kind of equipped to handle this scenario, it'd probably be us. So
I think I would. So 1, okay, great, thank you. I'll take your yes. But 2, no, I think we're not equipped to take this. Like, because like if they're wheelchair bound or if it goes into hospice, we're not either of those things. I mean, we can be. We can do whatever we want to do because, I mean, I know that's what you mean, but we're not set up for this,
No, we're not. But, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. That's why I love you. Okay. All right. I'll let you know what the vet says if we can get a vet.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Say it back.
I said love you. Bye.
If she was here, this would be so much easier. Yeah, see how that little foot, see that little foot right there? It just kind of sits out. And I would say probably not a lot of pain, but definitely a lot of discomfort. Okay, let's go talk to people and fingers crossed, see if we can do this. Stick with me. If we can, then, are you breathing heavy? Your eyes get so big. I'm so sorry. You can tell this one has not had a lot of affection. And the other thing you can see is like, I want to show you guys. See how like, that is not supposed to be that way. And those are not normal straight joints of a dog. It's just multiple things wrong. I guess I get why they call it swimmers now, I think. Do you know why they call it swimmers?
It's just the way that dogs with that diagnosis move around.
Yeah, they look like they're swimming.
Water, yeah, swimming.
I just figured that out. I did not realize that. I'm really good at some things. I'm definitely slow on the other end.
What is it? Reminds me of if you've seen the videos of cats online where they have I don't know if it's swimmers, I can't remember, but they have a neurological problem where they also can't use their back legs and they just drag them around. Right. It reminds me of that a little bit.
They're so playful. Like they're happy pups. They deserve a chance at the best life possible, for sure. All dogs do. Let's go get to work. Guys, I love you. I'll see you soon. Okay, you have each other, so I'm going to go get to work. Okay, maybe we'll go on a road trip. Let's see. See you shortly.
I want to just be very clear. I don't have all the answers. This is just me piecing together everything and just kind of showing you the journey of how this all comes together. It's not perfect. It's often not pretty, but we got to try to figure out a solution. So my first thought is let's go talk to Lisa because she's so good at navigating this stuff. I mean, this is what Lisa does on a daily basis.
Okay, so I'm gonna call, I called Krista and she said that, yeah, just call the office. And then she said that we should be able, Dr. Moore should be able to see them. You know, so I'm gonna call her, see if I can get them in the next hour or so.
Yeah.
And then you guys, then we can just pop up and just go, oh, these are those ones. Yeah, these are the nicest things. They're so sweet.
I know, but it's really bad.
I know.
I'm worried I can't help, and so I need a professional assessment because
how
far away are they?
They're just up the hill, so you just go up Railroad Canyon. They're just up the hill, so they're right there by the where Pet Base is. It's right there.
Thank you. Okay, you'll let me know?
Yeah, I'm gonna go call right now.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, now we just wait for Lisa, and the wait seemed like forever, but it was probably only a few minutes, and Phil and Lisa came back to talk to me.
I phoned Dr. Laura up there, not just for boys.
Yeah, come in. So this is good news, or wait, go out if it's bad news, come in if it's good news.
I think it's good news.
Okay.
So she just got off the phone with her, and she's able to see them right now. If you can take them up there.
We'll go right now. Okay, yeah,
So
bring
here's
this.
the intake number, so you have
Can you help me with a crate? I don't even bring your crate with me.
Yeah, we'll get you a
we'll
crate.
get you that.
Yeah, we'll
Man,
get you
you guys are full service here.
That's what we do.
what?
Carrying these two puppies out of there definitely felt a lot heavier than they actually were. And more than anything, it's a heavy heart and a heavy amount of responsibility because I don't know yet if we can help them. But I do know I have to try. And I appreciate you being on this journey because if we're not helping them, then who's going to? When we arrived at the vet, they got us in right away. That's a big deal. Vets don't just slip you in right away, but not just for paws. In Canyon Lake, California, knew that this was serious and they helped get us in right away.
So my concern for these guys is that they probably have what we refer to as swimmer puppy syndrome. Okay.
Yep.
And the reason they have it is because they had a poor start in terms of their nutrition. Right.
Now, in the womb or as soon as they're born?
When they were born. Yep. So they didn't get like adequate nutrition. And I mean, how old do we think these kiddos are?
3 months, maybe.
Let me see your trompies. Yeah, maybe not even that, huh?
Yeah.
And probably mom didn't get adequate nutrition.
Yeah, okay.
So they end up with these very lax bones and joints and ligaments. Do you know what they are?
I think husky something. I would guess
They're a
backyard
little
breeding.
long.
Yeah. I mean, they're big breed dogs for sure.
Yeah, so a large breed puppy diet will probably be super helpful for these kids.
And we're really good with nutrition. We'd love any tips you have, of course. I was worried that we were going to take on something that we're not set up for because we've got a farm where we can rehabilitate some dogs.
Let's have a look and see how you go.
Okay.
Shall we?
Yeah, because I had a dog with distemper before, and he didn't act like this. I know what you mean.
No, they're more twitchy and
yeah. You got this girl here. I've got a
You
treat.
do it,
You want to be
sweetie?
walking? I've got a treat.
Can you do it?
Don't you?
I don't know, man.
Come on. There you go, girl. It's a good girl.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not terrible.
It doesn't seem like there's pain, right?
No. Mm-mm.
Hi.
Let's have a look and see. Yeah, she knows where they are. She knows where her leggies are. They're just not very strong right now.
Right, they're like communicating with her brain.
Yeah.
The strength just isn't there.
Yeah. You're so cute. Yes, you are. All right, let's get your sister out. Hi, babe. Hi, babies. Hi. Yeah, gosh, they're pretty young because they don't even have their adult incisors coming in, which usually happens at 12 weeks.
Okay. Oh, so you think younger than that?
Yeah.
Huh? What would you say, 2 months maybe?
Maybe 8, between 8 and 12.
Yeah.
But you're going to be big guys.
Yeah, they're already this big.
You can do lots of like passive range of motion.
Yeah.
You know, where they're lying down and you're extending and flexing.
We've done that for sure. Yeah.
Oh, the tail works. Good job, puppy.
Yeah, they've got good spirits, don't they?
Yeah, we do. Oh, they're so stinking cute.
I think this is great because now I can start working on a plan to take them and take them to the farm, and we'll set up an appointment and do a full workup and all that kind of stuff. But this is what we were looking for of okay, these guys have a shot.
Perfect. It's up to them, unfortunately.
It really is.
But like I said, just keep an eye on, like, if we're dragging legs for sores on the top of toes and things like that. Okay.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Good luck.
Okay, thank you.
It's not going to be cheap, from the therapy appointments to the specialty diets to any medications they may need, maybe splints. But the good news is we don't have to do surgery. So that's going to be fantastic. Will it be $5,000 to $10,000 a dog when all's said and done to make sure that they're set up right for life? Probably. Hopefully less, but it's going to be worth it. Okay, next steps from here. Oh, perfect time. Hey, great timing. Okay, is this your first time filming in my office?
Maybe.
What do you think?
Yeah.
So you haven't actually, outside of videos and pictures, you haven't seen the puppies yet?
Not yet.
Okay, I was messaging and texting Kelly all day today. The cool thing about rescue is that you're always learning new things. And I know of swimmer syndrome, right? Like, you've heard of swimmer syndrome, but I don't actually know it. I haven't had any experience with it. It's less common nowadays because most dogs just have nutrition, which means mama dog or these dogs were so far neglected, like, that they got in this situation. Maybe some hereditary things from what I'm learning, but it's really bad. In fact, so bad that we have to treat these dogs like they're in ISO. So when we bring them to the farm, we can't cross-contaminate because we got Pippa and Polly, and they don't have the strongest immune systems. They're senior gals, and we've got Pumpkin, and so we can't introduce the dogs for a while. So the shelter's going to keep them tonight. We can do all the paperwork processing. We can get the farm set up. We're going to be working some long hours. We got to call on the team to help with this too. Like, it's going to be a team effort. It's going to be all hands on deck for these 2 little puppies so we can give them the best shot of surviving. I'm telling you, guard your heart, because dogs with nutritional imbalances like this, things come up. They don't always make it. It's going to be expensive. If you want to help, ways to help.
Become a member?
Yeah, become a member. You can donate. If you hit that donate button, 100% of it, that donation goes to the shelter to help in cases like this. If you become a member, you're the first to know things. You get to be behind the scenes. You can purchase Flip Coffee. All this stuff goes to help all the dogs we're rehabilitating on the farm. And also, if you can't do any of that, that's okay too. Just you being here, watching, being a part of this, supporting, putting a comment of love and support for the 2 sisters down below, the 2 swimmers. We definitely need name suggestions.
Ooh, what about, I should know stuff. Okay, never mind.
Next video. You gotta have, outside of the 2 swimmers, you gotta have a reason for everyone to come back. And just because we gotta think about it. We can do it live.
I gotta meet him.
So yeah. Okay, well, make sure you subscribed and you're followed, and that way you'll get notifications when we go live and things like that. But I'm so excited, a little scared. Like, this is gonna be a project, but we have all of you. And so that's what's gonna make it fun. So stay tuned.